Hi, I'm here again today to tell you about my wrist with the plate and screws in it. Now, normally you don't have to take out plate and screws in somebody's wrist. Usually, very occasionally, do they ever take it out? Maybe one in, I don't know, 20 or something they take out. So they don't, or that because they just don't take them out. They leave them in. If it doesn't bother you, then basically they leave them in. But in my case, um, it's bothering me because it's basically been put in such a way that it's now rubbing on what they call the carpal flexi tendon in my wrist, which is the one that when you actually squeeze your hand like that, you can actually see it. I can't actually squeeze my hand on this side because it's so painful, but you can just see it there, right? So that's painful. So they basically put it in. They put this pin in because I basically smashed the top of my radius and my ulnar, but the ulnar healed all by itself. It didn't do anything to that, but they had no choice but to put this plate in the radius, and it is too high. It is now sitting really high and rubbing. Every time I move, my right hand is rubbing over the top of this tendon. So I'll just show you if I can. This will work. There is the plate. That's the plate I have in my hand. There are 7 screws in this plate. There's 3 down here, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I counted 7. Okay, there's 7 screws in this plate. That bit there is where I broke it, and it's still healing. This bit here, where there's a actual sort of like goes a dimp in, that's where I broke it. So apparently I broke it and it went up there like that, and then I broke it and it went down there like that. So that's why they put the plate up here really high. But the plate is so high, but that screw looks right. And so the plate is so high because I broke all of that bone. Didn't just chip a bit off. I actually just broke all that bone into bits. So yeah, they did a good job at putting the bone back together, but now I am in honestly excruciating pain because of this tendon. It just goes rub, rub, rub across there every time I move my hand off or move my wrist. So that's where we're up to at the moment. Now they can't take this out till November because this will not be fixed. This will not be healed until November. And then when they take it out, hopefully in November, because they've drilled all these holes in my bone, excuse me, there will be holes left in my bone. So my radius will look like Swiss cheese for a little while. So they will have to put a plaster on here for probably another 8 weeks so that the holes can heal. Because if I was to fall again or just knock it really badly, it would just break again. So yeah, that's what I'm up against at the moment. And yeah, like I said, they don't usually take out the plate once they put it in, unless it is doing something like what it's doing for me. So some people find that this is pretty restrictive and they can't bend their wrist, then they will take it out as well. But yeah, that's where it's up to for now, guys. And I just have to go next week and get my whole wrist immobilized again because apparently the tendon here has frayed. It's rubbed on here and it's frayed. So the next step from fraying is snapping, and I don't want it to snap. So basically I have to have my wrist immobilized so that basically I can still kind of use it on a small amount of stuff, but they really don't want me to use it very much until I have this played out, and that's not until November. So that's where I stand. Yeah, sort of catch-22 situation here. So, but that's where I stand. Okay, so that is the story so far of this wrist. I'm really finding this hard to believe, but that's the story. Okay, see you. Bye bye.